Hello everybody, it's me, Lindsay Star. Welcome back to this video. Yes, right now I am sitting down. I'm about to go on my walk, but I'm just letting you guys know what is going on right now. First of all, I'm going to make another video, probably going to be sent out a little bit later on today. I'm not sure. Depends on how things go. And it's responding to both Roberto Blake and Casey Neistat. And what happened was, last night I said it before I was watching anybody else. I said I'd watch both Casey Neistat and Roberto Blake's videos about, it's about stress on YouTube. I will make a video about this. It's just that as of right now, I just wanted to let you guys know what is going on right now. Since yesterday's video I had made. So, as of today, there will be a stream on twitch.tv/MissLindsayStar. I will be streaming Minecraft. I will be probably talking about some of the things going on. The series. I will also want to talk to you guys about what's going on. Of a series for those who are in the Java edition, and I will also talk about what's going on with Minecraft and all that, and anything else I can think of. I don't know when I will do that, so stay tuned for that. And I know because I haven't made the schedule for this because it was Memorial Day weekend. Second of all, I also wanted to comment about something else. Since yesterday's video I had made, because it was all about me being angry and upset because I got woken up by my father, who buzzed the door open for some reason, and he was yelling, and I'm like, what the crap was that all about? Turns out the reason why the yelling happened was that my father was actually kind of responding to my mother, because my mother says, oh, something wrong with the pump. I'm like, really? This is all, and he couldn't just kept his mouth shut. I was like, oh, good grief. Sometimes it made me feel like I wish I was right now somewhere else with someone. But yeah, I was like, oh. So I had to make that video. Well, apparently somebody who's using, I'm not going to mention this because I don't want people to label me because to be honest, I do not care about for either side, but because that's, like, first of all, a political situation, and second of all, it's nobody's rights to label me. But what happened was, somebody who was using one of the who made an account. I don't know if they're male or female, but they used the account that is of that I'm not going to say it, but it's that terrible, terrible thing that happened during the reason why the United States got involved in World War II. So, if you want to know, do some research. Let's just find out why the United States got involved in World War II, and you'll understand. Well, somebody made the account of that terrible human, and during the time of Germany, before, United States and Europe and, some parts of, actually England, those kinds of situations. I'm not going to spill it. You have to look this up. Well, they decided to leave a comment on my video yesterday. Now, I have removed this person, and the only person who left the comment was my friend, the good friend Llama, who has been lately on Twitter, has been talking about stuff that has been going on, but that's another time. I will try to explain what's going on with that. Anyway, so what happened? What happened to why this person left a comment that made me had to remove them? Well, they said to me, won't you go to the gym? It's more cheaper than eating a slice of pizza. I mean, eating pizza, soda, and Netflix. I'm like, really? Really? That's the best you come up with? I'm sorry, but, you're gonna say that without realizing you don't know about me. First of all, I can't go to the gym because the closest one is out on the highway. Really. Then there's another one who are very rude. They were rude to my mother when she went to go and trying to get sponsors, ships. And they're not really insane getting a pizza, which I'm never much into a mood of this. And I've been steering away from those chain ones, that you see on television. And if I am in the mood for pizza, I will go to, at least a local. Oh, but I have not been in a while, right? And I haven't drank a lot of soda. If I want something that, a soda thing, I have what's known as sparkling water or seltzer. It's at least better than drinking soda, as I heard. And Netflix, my family can't afford much of Netflix. It's on top of the bill. Well, for my mother had to pay for our phones that we have, including the one I'm using, and my brother's and hers. That's one. Two is the landline thing, which apparently that has been going crazy, and I feel like we may have to stop using it because apparently we're getting harassed with we've been getting harassed with spam calls, and seriously, nobody in our nobody in our state government is handling this as much as actually especially at the federal level too. We also have for TV and the internet. So, yeah. So, telling me to go to the gym, first of all, you don't know much about where I live, and second of all, pizza, really? I do not eat pizza, and this is actually because they're implying that I eat pizza every day. No, I do not do that. Only when, and I only eat not every day. I eat different kinds of food, and implying that I eat pizza every day and have soda every day, you're just nothing more than a complete and other fool who don't know about me. Alright, in fact, besides that, if I want to drink, besides drinking filtered water, I will drink regular water, or I will drink, well, blame my mother for this, but Arizona iced tea, but it has to be decaf and diet, even though it's ridiculous, but yeah. And I don't drink, and I used to, when I was attending in community colleges, sometimes I end up getting some either, well, I have been avoiding drinking energy drinks because since I ever heard that killed old teenagers, and I have avoided that, but, those, our energy drinks, I used to kind of had one of those when I needed it, because when I feel tired. Alright. But not anymore. I know because it's considered to be much bad. And if I really want to some kind of energy drink, in kinda, I grab by a, and yeah, I mean seriously, yeah, you know, I mean that's what I used to drink a lot of. I used to have chance to would drink energy drinks or other juices, but not anymore, you know. But for somebody to go and using a you know, an account to they're hiding behind it, you know, it just made me very angry and upset. And you know what I mean, and I still told this to one other person, and they're very angry and upset too. And even though I told them I had to report them, you know, it's not right for anybody to go and leave a comment like that, okay? Hey, I mean, it's already bad enough ever since I had to report it, and I had to unfollow, block to this person who decided to leave another comment, and I will link that video so you guys can check it out. You know, because saying, oh, I need to get ready because of somebody else. I mean, and it turns out that I was like, who the heck is this person? This person he was talking about. Apparently, I found out it is a person, another guy, and I found out because he left a comment on Seamus's Instagram when he posted on Instagram that he had reached 100,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel, Celtic Warrior Workouts. So I'm like, yay, congratulations, Seamus. So, yeah, so, you know, but for what happened was in the comment, this person left, says I need to get ready because of this person. I'm like, why should I be ready for something? Leaving a comment saying that kind of garbage is questionable. And, you know, and if anybody who has problems maybe in overweight, you know, look at some other YouTubers. Those who deal with, I don't know, beauty and other things. Oh, but also, you know, I know there's another YouTuber who actually I do subscribe to. Her name is Stacy E. And her channel is Stacy Plays. And then, of course, she has a vlog channel as well. And she is kind of overweight. But I do not see that. All I see is her struggling, you know, dealing with things. You know, she has to take care of her animals. I mean, well, not her animals. I should say her dogs and cats she has. And on top of that, you know, she makes Minecraft videos. And nobody, actually, when I should have looked into the comments, but I haven't much said, but if there were, there won't be talking bad about her. They're putting out the good. You know, in fact, that, you know, watching, even though I'm going to make a video about this, but when I was watching, Roberto Blake says, you know, talking about getting these going on and getting like 100 hate comments, you know. And then, of course, I'm not going to mention anybody else, but I know there's some other people saying that, you know, people have a discussion and stuff. But, you know, in the end of the day, you know, for somebody to go out and just leave a comment by hiding behind somebody terrible, you know, that's like questioning YouTube's why they haven't tracked these counts that would trigger them. But at the end of the day, you know, we need to have much of a conversation. But, you know, but for somebody to go after me, like saying things that they assumed, that's not even true. And to be honest with you, let me tell you guys something. Yesterday when I was in dinner with my mother and my brother, and what happened was, despite my, see right here, I don't have much, see, I have no much fat near my hands, not much fat near my arms. The only fat comes here is right under here, that where my arm is underneath. And for my legs, they're like, my feet doesn't have much fat in them. My legs, see here, let me show you before you guys freak out. See, my feet don't have much fat. Same thing around here, around my legs. It gets all the way up to where my quads and my glutes taking my butt. And I do have a little fat here, but I can't do nothing much about that until this here, my stomach, like my butt, including my quads, have to be shrink. But I don't want to be very mean about this, but there was another woman who was also at this place where my mother, my brother, and I were eating, and she was way worse. And I did not want to say anything, she had her shirt sewn out to her stomach. I had a different shirt. I wear shirts, and sometimes that happens, but I always make sure it's kept down. Well, except for yesterday, because I had one that really kept it down. But for this woman, she was terrible. And I think I don't know if she had fat on her fingers. I know it shouldn't be talking bad about this, but wow. She was way worse than I was. Alright, but I know I shouldn't be saying that, but but to somebody who decided to leave a comment on my video last night, yeah, you don't know my eating habits. To say that I would eat pizza, and the fact is I am trying to avoid eating pizza, believe me. And actually, here's something that you guys will love to hear. Before we decided, we have to go out because we didn't do that much during the weekend. My mother tells me, oh, I want pizza. I'm like, why you want that pizza? I'm not in the mood for pizza. All I heard was she wants pizza. I'm like, she wants pizza because she's crazy. Like, I'm not in the mood for pizza. I'll have anything else, but pizza is a no. I'm trying to not eat a lot of bread, and I believe because that's kind of much of the problem. Bread and fried food. Actually, speaking about a lot of fried food, actually fried and grilled food, the one thing just really happened, my mother's trying to go into more of supporting for locals. And the one thing that really was kind of crazy enough was that she went to get food, and she went to get chicken at the local grocery store. And when she get the grilled, it was like horrible. Well, maybe because this is the ones that, excuse me. She doesn't know if the she doesn't know much if the grilled chicken was left over or anything, but it was like terrible to eat, and they were small. I'm like, what the crap? So I don't know, it was a bad timing, and Anyway, but there were a lot of things going on, but understand where this frustration comes from my mother, and understand why much of me getting weight is probably mostly because I would say my mother, but this whole entire fiasco started because of both her mother, my grandmother, and my father. And believe me, my father believes bringing news articles would help me lose weight. No, it's not. In fact, it made me very angry and upset. Because it tells me he doesn't care for me anymore. Despite he's being so rude and nasty. In fact, ever since last year when I made some videos about, ever since when I made that video about my father sending me and my brother a nasty email saying we're both lazy human beings, and forced my mother, because she had surgery and, she should be bed rest. I'm like, excuse me, calling me lazy is not acceptable. What happened was, where he made this is happening, is what happened was, I was upstairs and, I was seeing if there was anything, checking what's going on, and then I went to go shower up, but all I heard from my mother is telling me that, she went outside to see if she could get the lawnmower running, and, she wants to know if it's working or not, and it wasn't. But my father drove by, and he sees my mother, and then he makes this wild old assumption and believes, oh, me or my brother, push her outside. First of all, neither one of us was near her. In fact, my brother was nowhere in sight. I was upstairs in my room, and actually I was trying to get ready to go for the day. And actually, I was gonna go shower up. My mother went outside. And he only sees my mother out there. She comes back and she tells me that she said, "Oh, your father sees me." I'm like, okay, nothing went wrong. All right. And he makes this horrendous email saying we're lazy human beings, and we forced her. I'm like, no, we didn't force anybody. In fact, I was upstairs in my room, and I was trying to, there was nobody forcing, and he calls me and my brother lazy, when the fact is, even though this was in the past, and even though now I can say he is lazy, but what happened was, I was not lazy. In fact, I was the one, and that my brother was in fact responsible for taking my mother to go take her to the hospital so she could have surgery, have her kidney removed, and he was the one who brought her home. Okay? I, on the other hand, took care of her and make sure she had her medicine, make sure she had food, and check on her when there was anything was wrong. And my father says, "Oh, you're lazy, Lindsay." I'm never lazy. That was the worst time my father decides to put me down. So, understand, this is the reason why I do not want to speak to him at all. And anytime he tries to come here, I will I know I shouldn't say this, but I will threaten to call the police because he has no rights anymore. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry I'm kind of very upset, but I mean, I had to say about what had happened. But anyway, so I'm just letting you guys know, for somebody to go and tell me things, like for that person who commented yesterday, that doesn't give them a right. Because just think about what I said, about what my father told me, called me lazy, when the fact was, I was not lazy. That I really wanted her to stay in bed, but she did not want to. And, and I can't do anything because she's an older woman and I won't bully her. I'm sorry, guys. I shouldn't be crying like this. Anyway, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. Anyway, if you guys like that, please hit that like button down below. If you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure notifications are definitely turned on. And to do so, because I really hate to say this, but my analytics really is kind of messed up, because apparently if you're watching my video and you have not subscribed, please do so. Every time you watch my video and you like what I do and you do not subscribe, then you're going to force those that you're going to keep those that are not subscribed versus those haven't subscribed be more. So please make sure to subscribe by clicking clicking or tapping that red button, and make sure that clicking or tapping that little bell to all, so you know when I make a video or if I decide to go streaming, and because I need to speak out more. Okay? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Until then, bye! Guys, it's me, Lindsay Star, and I'm pretty sure you guys can get the outro. If not, I'm sorry. But anyway, you guys make sure to go and subscribe on my channel, because my face is right there. And also check out yesterday's video right here.